Good afternoon, Knights fans. We're back for day 3, play-in games, and the Knights are on the field. The umpires are already here, so we'll be getting started quickly. So let me run you through the lineups and tonight's matchup. So the Knights will be the home team. They will be batting. Ryan Pidcock will be playing center field. Cade Weibel will be playing second base, batting second. Batting third, Owen Norrell. Playing left field. Batting fourth, Jay Turner in right field. Batting fifth, Andre Wood at third. Batting sixth will be Jack Kruger at first base. Batting seventh and behind the plate will be George Farley. And then on the mound today, Max Milan. Maximilian's what I call him. He'll be on the mound. Quay Jackson will be at short. He had a great game yesterday at shortstop. And Harrison Cox will be the EH. On the bench will be Kovar, Uribe, Fetchel, Curry, Stark, and Giartano. And today we're playing the Smart Tense Angels out of Georgia. They'll lead off center fielder Brandon Schreier. He'll be number 3. Batting second, number 4, and the second baseman Thomas Wharton. Batting third and playing third base is number 9, Ethan Babcock. And in the cleanup spot, playing shortstop, Michael Zito. And batting fifth and on the mound, Gabe Chigwer. And playing left field and number 7, batting 6, Josh Stewart. And in the 7-hole, playing catcher, Michael Falcon. And in the 8-hole, playing first base will be Hank Hosmus. And batting 9th and playing right field will be Jimmy. We'll go with Kinchek. And they have 2 H's. Batting in the 10th spot will be Gavin Ween, and batting 11th and another EH, Alex Burton. So that's the lineups. It's the Knights and the Angels, Texas versus Georgia.
Thank you. So we're about to get started here. It's almost official start time, 1:45, so they're going to start right on time. We've started the last few games early. They love to move these games along. Gosh, we've seen probably the shortest games we've ever played for 6-inning games. And,
last night for sure.
Last night for sure. We hope that this is maybe short for other reasons. But it's a new day for the Knights. So after 4 games, the Knights are 1-3. We lost to the Lancaster Lightning, then beat the SBC Canes from North Carolina. Yesterday we lost to the Flushing Raiders in a tough defeat. Extra innings, lost 9-10. And then in the afternoon game, we ended up losing to the Princeton Tigers 12-0, and that was just a letdown game for the Knights.
They came out flat, I think, just to carry over from that tough loss in the early game.
Yeah, tough loss. So in game 3, or our third pool game yesterday, first game of the day yesterday, Knights carried a 8-4 lead into the 6th inning. Gave up 4. Didn't score in the bottom of the 6th. Won an extra inning. Gave up 2. Only scored 1 and lost 10-9. So the Knights enter this game ranked 67 of the 104 teams. Our opponent, Smart Tense Angels, again out of Georgia, come in with a 3-2 record. They're ranked 50th. They've played their 5th pool game earlier today, where they beat the Prescott Rebels out of Arizona by a score of 10-9. The goal of this, so there's 104 teams. Tomorrow morning starts bracket play. The bottom 52 teams will play in the early games tomorrow. The winners of those games will go to face the next 26 teams. Then the winner.
No.
That's what I was told this morning.
No, it's a little bit different. So what they actually do is they take the bottom 30. So you got 18 games. So the bottom 36 teams will play first. Then they'll add 18 teams every round, and one team will be eliminated every round. In the final game of the day, the top 14 teams will be playing their first game. So that's the way they'll kind of shake it out tomorrow.
Thanks for that clarification.
So key today is we can get in the top 50, we get 2 byes. If we don't get in the top 50, we probably will only get 1 bye tomorrow.
There you go. So top 50 is the goal. We come in ranked 67. Based on runs against, actually, there have been a lot of runs here. Not surprising given the short fences here in Cooperstown.
I think Andre's dad put it best. This is arena baseball.
This is arena baseball. I agree. A lot of offense here, right? So we're averaging 9.25 runs against. If we can pull off 2 wins today with a 3-3 record, that 9.25 runs against actually will put us in the top 50 without a problem. So the Knights just have to take care of business today.
Yeah, we need the Knights from Sunday to show up where they actually played decently, the afternoon game.
So to give you a background on the Smart Tense Angels, again, they come in with a 3-2 record. In their first game, they played the SBC Canes from North Carolina. That's the team we beat yesterday, or in day one, by a score of 8-4. They lost. Smart Tense lost to the SBC Canes 23-0 in their first pool play game here in Cooperstown. In their second game, they played the Flushing Raiders. That's the team we lost to in extra innings yesterday. Smart Tense lost that game 11-4. They turned around and beat Guelph out of Canada, the Guelph Royals, by a score of 26-8. Guelph is currently 0-4. That's who we'll play this afternoon. And then they beat the Lancaster Lightning by a score of 20-13. So Lancaster Lightning is the team that we lost to in our first game here by a score of 11-5. They're decent. That win by Smart Tense is a decent win for them, and it probably puts them on par with that Lancaster team. This morning, Smart Tense had their 5th game where they beat the Prescott Rebels out of Arizona by a score of 10-9. So again, a 3-2 record, ranked 50th in the pool seating as we speak.
And the Knights are taking the field.
So a little bit warmer here today. I just pulled that up. It's about 79 degrees here in Cooperstown. It's partially cloudy, so when the sun tucks behind the clouds, it feels nice. When it comes out, it gets warm here in the booth.
Yes, it does. So we like the cloud cover. So as we mentioned, Max Millen's on the mound. Max has been a starter for the Knights all year on Saturdays, typically in our pool play. Has had good success overall. Max will throw off speed and fastball. This will be his second appearance. He actually pitched in our first game this week. But this will be his first start. And on the season for Max, he's pitched 25 innings and with an ERA of 3.32. So he's been solid all year. And that's all we need him here to do is throw strikes, and we need to play a little defense today.
So that was 5 to 7 practice pitches. And the umpires are going to get this game started. You'll see it all game long. We talked about it yesterday. If you have not been with us before, they don't waste any time here. 5 pitches for a new pitcher to warm up, 3 for an existing pitcher to warm up, 1 time around the horn, and they keep innings moving along.
So as we mentioned, Georgia will lead off with Brandon Schrieger. He plays center field.
So if you saw that first pitch, a high strike called by the umpire. That misses high. The umpires have been very consistent with their zones, but the zones have been very generous here to date.
Well, with the short fields, that's a good thing.
So Max takes something off that pitch, slows his arm down, and just leaves the ball high. Count is 2-1. That looked like Max. Good pitch. 2-2 count.
I'll call you over in a minute. Hey.
George sets up low and away. He misses high on the outside corner. He fills the count. So we've got a full count here. And the last thing we want to do is give a free pass to start the game. Swinging on a high strike. Easy fly ball to center field. Ryan Pitcock puts it away for the first out of the inning.
That's a good start for the Knights. Nice, easy fly ball. Ryan looked good.
I'll tell you what, we had trouble all game long yesterday. Felt like the leadoff runner or batter was on base. Just creating a lot of pressure on the defense.
Now at the bat will be the second baseman, Thomas Wharton, for the Angels. He bats left-handed.
Wow. Calling that high strike today. So that's above the numbers. Probably at the shoulders almost as it crosses the plate. But a called strike. Count is 1-1. Max takes something off that. Not sure if there was a hook on it, but batter's way ahead.
Yeah,
Max
he had him fooled on that one.
Absolutely. That's going to be a tough one for batters today. If they're calling that a strike, you've got to protect at a ball close to the shoulders, and that's it's a great out pitch for anyone today.
And now for the Angels will be the third hitter, Ethan Babcock. He plays third base, and he bats left-handed as well.
Consistent. Max has found that upper end of the strike zone, and he's just sitting there until they prove they can hit it. Off speed has him fooled.
Max looked like he's settling in a little bit. Got the nerves out, and he's pounding the zone.
Clearly working high in the zone. We've been getting the call. Misses a little high there.
Yeah, just a little bit high, but I like the thought process there.
Absolutely. Matt comes with another change-up. Has him out ahead of it, but he gets a piece of it. There's nothing we'd like better than to see this batter retired and the Knights getting off the field. 1, 2, 3.
I haven't counted it up, but I can't recall too many 1, 2, 3 innings for us.
Do you need something? Need more napkins? Okay, thank you.
And I jinxed that one.
Throws it low in the zone. He hammers it up the middle. No chance for Quaid or Cade. The ball runs right over the second base. Ryan throws it in. So we've got a runner on first with 2 outs.
And the Angels will bring up their fourth cleanup hitter, Michael Zetto. He will play shortstop, number 6.
That is deep, and that is gone. One pitch, a little low, a little outside, and the Angels take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first.
You got 2 outs, boys! All right, let's go, Knights. Shut it down here.
All right, Max needs to just shake that off, and let's go get bat.
So that's how quickly runs can accumulate here. We mentioned the high runs against for just about every team here. You get that ball up, and with a little bit of pop, it's going to leave the yard.
And the Angels will send up their 5th batter, Gabe Chigware. He bats left-handed. Playing,
lefties here.
yeah, he's the pitcher today. Yeah, 3 of their first 5 have been lefties.
Too hard to hit his spots. He's just got to let it fly. Count is 3-0. Misses low. And on 4 pitches, the Angels have another base runner.
That'll bring up the 6th hole. Their left fielder, Josh Stewart, number 7. He'll be batting right-handed. He's overly tall, as what we've seen out here, but he's definitely thick, and not in a bad way.
So Max jams the batter on the first pitch for strike 1. Must have missed outside because that was not high. I didn't do it. Talk to him. Coach Charles is already animated over here on the bench. He's going to appeal the point. Hard hit ball between short and third. Off the fence. He's going to hold it 2. Not many extra base hits here on any ball hit deep.
Yeah, Owen made a great fielding play on that off the bounce, or off the wall, bounce right to him, he threw it in. That'll bring up the 7-hole hitter, Michael Falcon. He's the catcher.
So we've got 2 down, runners at first and second. We'd be happy to get out of this with just 2 runs.
So Michael bats left-handed. This will be the 4th lefty in the lineup.
Wow. Misses outside. Not much of a lead at second, so Brian Pitcock glides back and catches it.
.25 pitches by Max in that inning. So that'll bring up the Knights, who will lead off of Ryan Pitcock, Cade Weibel, and Owen Norrell.
So a lot of pop in the top of the order for the Knights tonight. We look forward to getting back to our hitting ways. Hopefully we're not swinging for the fence. We're just looking to hit it hard. You hit it hard and get a little bit of elevation, that ball's going to leave the yard. So I noticed the pitcher, Gabe, here, just took the mound. He's throwing righty. He batted lefty. He's either a switch hitter or he just changes up for hitting. So you'll see the uniforms being worn by the players. All players here are issued 2 uniforms, a blue uniform and a red uniform. The home teams will wear red. Away teams will wear blue. Everyone looks pretty sharp here. You've got to love how they do it here in Cooperstown.
Yeah, they like to honor the red, white, and blue, as they mentioned in opening ceremonies.
Absolutely. So the catcher showed off his arm on target, on a line. So we're going to have to work for a stolen base today.
So we start this game. The Knights have 5 home runs this week already.
Either took something off of it or just a little slower than Ryan was thinking. He's way ahead of that ball. Falls behind 0-1. Low and away.
As you mentioned, the weather today, it's about 79, winds blowing in slightly from left field. Okay.
He's there. So Ryan slaps a one hopper. Pitcher reaches out, stabs it. That might have been an easy play for the shortstop.
Yeah, that's going to go as an error, I would assume. But we'll take it. Good start to the inning.
Good start to the inning. So hustling down to first, he beats the throw. Ryan Pitcock starts.
And Cade
Starts it
Weibel will
off.
come up now.
Sorry about that.
I would expect to see Pitcock running. He's one of our faster guys, but
See what belt covers are in.
So that fake bunt ran through for a strike. Pitcock's running. Ball's high and in. No throw.
honestly,
Ryan takes second base.
based on that delivery, we should be running all day. It's a very slow delivery.
Very slow delivery. Didn't do much to keep him on. Lifted a leg with a runner on first, so I agree. Cade lays down a bunt. Gives himself up to move Pitcock to third. And we will not question the coach, but Cade does have a big bat and with a runner in scoring position. He's hoping to see him swing away. So now we've got one down. Runner on third, Owen Norrell. Owen's ahead of the pitch. All three batters so far have expected a little more velocity, right? So we're going to have to wait, let that ball travel.
Remind him to scoot up in the box a little. That is
Owen
gone.
drives one deep, and that ball's gone.
That's his third of the weekend.
There you go, oh!
So the team leader in home runs adds to his count. That's number 12 on the season, fourth in Cooperstown.
So what I like about that at bat, right? Whether he meant to or not, he fouled off the first, got to adjust to the speed. We've been swinging at a lot of first pitches. I know our team loves to be aggressive, make contact, but I love the adjustment there.
Well, Jay Turner will now be up, right fielder. This is one guy we haven't seen gone deep here, but he's got plenty of power to do so.
So Jay has dented a lot of outfield fences so far. Hasn't lifted one yet, but one flick of the wrist and Jay will have his first. I think Jay's got to be licking his chops with this pitcher on the mound. Not too fast, pretty deliberate. Throws a straight ball. Jay way ahead. Catches off the top of the bat and fouls it into the dugout on the first baseline.
He cue balled that one. George has been playing a lot of pool, so he'd know about that.
Although I can't remember it, that's all been happening between the hours of midnight and 3 in the morning. Pitcher slows his arm, takes a lot off of that pitch. And
I was going to
doesn't
say, that's
reach
a
home plate.
deliberate change up there.
No surprises there. And Jay just watches it bounce to the fence. So 2-2 count here, 1 out. Bottom of the second, 2-2. Nuke is quick getting to first. He's there.
That's a base hit.
Base hit on a hard high hopper to the shortstop. Not much he can do on that. He did start to charge once he saw where it was going to bounce, but Nuke's pretty quick getting down the line.
That'll bring up Andre Wood. He's got 1 homer this week. He's playing third base.
So Nuke with not much of a lead at first. Pitcher looks over. He's not moving. Andre's swinging.
Yeah, I don't know.
Andre fouls it back. Sorry.
No, I don't know if they're holding them just because they're expecting them to hit, or like I said, he's got a slow delivery, and we haven't seen a great arm out of the catcher. So
Yeah, I think they're letting Jay get a feel for the move. As soon as he lifts the leg, Jay will be gone on this one. Batter's got to help him out and step out here. He's running. Throw down's going to be nowhere close. Hops into center field. And Jay's into second safely for the steal.
Felt like it was a high noon showdown there.
It did. At that point, Andre's just got to lift an arm and say, give me time.
I believe it's 1-1, yeah. Okay.
So running in scoring position. You got a 1-1 count with one out. Take something off of it. Nuke's got to get back to tag. Ball's out of play. Fortunately, drops in for the foul ball, and Andre gets another swing. Coach Charles over here showing us what a cage bomb looks like.
How you stride just a little to the outside.
So hopefully Andre was watching. Charles gave an instruction on how to drive one into the right field stands. Wait, wait, wait. Nuke running on the pitch.
Great pitch to run on. Ball in the dirt.
Absolutely. No throw. We've got a man on third now, so anything Andre does with it other than come back to the pitcher, Jay's probably going to score. Takes a healthy lead. No one's checking him.
Almost think he could beat the pitch down there.
Oof. Just misses outside. Full count. I don't want to leave this up to the umpire. It's got a pretty big zone. Andre should be swinging. Anything in play?
2-2. No. It's full count.
Low.
As official scorekeeper, I said it was full count. You should have walked.
Yeah, speak up.
So now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Andre waits. Oh, sees one to hit. Drives it into the gap between right and center. Nuke scores on the hit, and Andre takes first base. This is a good confidence boost for the kids. So a pitcher with a little less velocity, straight ball, something these guys can start hitting square. And Andre hopefully is back.
Bring up Jack Kruger, the first baseman. Jack's got 1 homer this year. He's got good pop.
Andre's not running. Ball low and in.
Yeah, I don't know if Andre would be running with his leg. I'm not sure how loose he is yet.
If he can play, I'm sending him.
I will say that it is a slow delivery, so the opportunity is there. I don't think they've made a throw on. Well, they did make 1 throw out of the 3 stolen base attempts so far. So Jack bats left-handed.
Andre is running on. Nope. He takes a few steps, stalls, but gets the infield moving, creating holes for the batter.
Yeah, the pitcher's body language is not real positive right now. He's feeling it.
No one moving. He finds the zone, so the count is 2-1. 1 out. The Knights up 3-2. Andre's at first, and again Jack's up to bat. Andre again fakes his steal. The catcher jumps up, blocks the umpire's view, and he doesn't get the high strike call. So we're 3-1. Let's see what Jack can do with it. Pops it up on the infield. Catcher calls the ball, makes the catch. And Jack's out for out number 2. Andre's still at first base.
I'll bring up George Farley, the 4th. He's playing catcher tonight. He's been hot in this tournament so far.
Let's see if they steal him, move him into scoring position.
Yeah, I would think that would be the strategy here.
I think the Angels are thinking the same thing, and they check him at first. Andre's not taking a big league, so he gets back very easily. George watches the ball outside.
George is one of our 3 11-year-olds on the team. Came with us.
Pitcher takes something off of that. George is way ahead of that pitch. Was fooled. Unfortunately, hits it out of play and gets to take another swing. So the count is, what's the count?
It's 1-1.
1-1. I looked at the scoreboard. It's showing 2-1, and I don't remember 3 pitches. So officially 1-1 count. Takes something off of it. Hits the high zone here, right at the numbers.
What was that high strike he's been given all day?
So the count is 1-2. We need George to put something in play here. Nope. Over his head. There's not a lot of yelling at umpires here, but if he called that a strike, he would have heard a little bit from me.
The sun's popping out.
So 2-2 count. George rips one down the line, just foul.
Just foul. Had the hit and run
That's
on
a
there.
shame. Yeah, Andre was already at second. He had a chance of making it all the way around on a hit into the corner.
Yeah, that was about 6 inches foul. On a line. That was a great spot here in Cooperstown if you want to try and get 2 is down the lines.
So we're back with a 2-2 count. I bet Andre will be moving again. Oof. Another foul ball down the line. Coach Charles doesn't agree.
Both Charles, neither Charles.
Neither Charles agrees.
I know that they're a
clearly
little bit
wearing,
biased because that was definitely foul.
They're wearing Knights blue today, so we know who they're for.
Umpire's getting fresh balls.
So 2-2 count. We're going to do it again. 2 outs. The Angels have already shifted. George rips it. It's going to be caught. Down the left field line. On the first pitch, he hits that ball. The left fielder is playing where he should. After pulling the ball through 3 times, they shifted, and he's in position to make the catch. So that's a shame, but the Knights take the lead 3-2 at the end of 1.
Yeah, they get 3 runs on 3 hits with 1 error. They leave 1 left. They had 3 stolen bases that inning. As you and I spoke earlier, our top 5 is very dangerous, and if they can all get going like they did that inning, they'll put some runs up.
They'll put some runs up, and you'll see a lot of happy fans over here who absolutely are expecting some W's from the Knights today.
Max is out for inning 2. He threw 25 pitches in the first inning. Gave up 2 earned runs on a home run.
So we do have 1 change in the field that I can see. Harrison Cox came in for Cade Weibel at second base. Cade moved over to third base in place of Andre Wood.
Andre is warming up.
And Andre's probably warming up in the bullpen to replace Max after a couple innings.
He said he was going to pitch today, and they're wanting to get him back on the bump after the accident 2 days ago, quickly. Great throw by George down. We're ready to start the second inning. 3-2 ball game. And so the Angels will bring up their number 8 hitter, Hank Hosmus. And he is a hoss. Hank plays first base. He wears number 13. Takes the ball on the first pitch.
Just misses outside there, so Max falls behind 2-0. And again, last thing we want is a free pass to the leadoff batter. The Angels continue to be aggressive at the plate. That was questionably high, but swinging batter makes it 2-1.
They have struggled with that pitch so far.
Something off speed, fooled the batter.
He froze him. 13
Max evens
steps
the
out.
count. 2-2. I'm sorry.
13 stepped out to shake that one off.
Oof. Stays alive on a pitch on the outside corner. Where are we at in the order here?
Number 8. 8 of 11.
Another high pitch popped up on the infield. Max stands, doesn't have to move far. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
I don't think he moved 2 steps. That'll bring up Sammy Kinchick. He's playing right field and is wearing number 10. He actually, a big tall kid actually. No.
I think George sold that one.
Good.
Delayed call by the umpire, but George just stuck it there, held it there until he called strike.
Yeah, Blue waited a long time to make that call.
That's a nice pitch.
He froze that guy again.
Max doesn't look imposing, but something about his delivery tends to mess with the batters.
Seems to keep the ball well hidden until it's right last minute.
Yeah. So our scoreboard is out, which means we're just going to take this one by notes. Max is ahead in the count, 0-2. Little outside.
It's a great location on 0-2.
Doesn't chase, and it's 1-2.
Needs to go high and in now.
He does throw it high. Off the fist.
It's too soft for Jay to have a play, though.
Yeah, drops in probably exactly between the first baseman and Jay in right field.
Yeah, it was a weakly hit, but it had seeing eyes, and we were playing on the fence. So Gavin Ween will now bat. He's the EH, batting 10th. Stands in from the right side of the plate.
So we've got one out, runner on first. Jack's a pretty good athlete over there and snags the high throw to first.
Jack Rabbit used his hops there. Ooh, great throw.
Gotta like Max. He's starting to vary up his pick attempts, keeping runners on their toes. So not much of a lead over there at first.
Yeah, I thought he rushed that one a little bit, trying to make sure he did the slide step.
Grounded to short. Should be 2. Throw to second. Nice play by Harrison. Nice throw. Really nice play. Sometimes that can be tough, moving from second, covering the bag, catching the ball, and touching the bag. But we retire the runner for 2 for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, great play up the middle by the guys. That was going to be tough to get 2 anyway, but got that done. I bring up the number 11 hitter wearing number 11, Alex Burton. He's the EH.
Throw high for a ball. I will say, Quaid made a few fantastic plays in the field yesterday. That was another one. Hard hit ball, gets his body in front of it, fields it clean, and turns it for the out at second. Runner takes 2 steps from first, fakes his steal attempt, but it's fouled back anyway, so the count is 1-1.
You guys got any double A's?
What was that? Pitch. What was that second pitch?
Foul ball.
2-1.
2-1, just misses outside.
I got technology coming out.
Batteries are why the best scoreboard's down.
Swings ahead of it. Good play by Cade across the diamond. Strike at
Wow.
first. Wow. What a throw by Cade Weibel.
That
Catches
was-
it at the same time. Plants his right foot. Throws a strike across the diamond. And the Knights are out of the top of the second inning without a run. So we head to the bottom of the second with the lead 3-2.
Great job by Max that inning. 18 pitches, no runs, held them there. Gives us a chance to try and build on our lead. And we'll bat 8, 9, and 10 this inning. Max Millen, Quade Jackson, and Harrison Cox.
Hey,
You go nuts?
My personal caretaker is taking care of the umbrella to make sure I'm not getting sunburned here. Appreciate that, Robert. All right, throw down. Warm-ups are complete. And the Knights are ready to come to the plate. And our pitcher, Max Millen's coming to the plate. He had a big RBI single in Game 3 yesterday. And Blue cleans home plate, and we're ready to go. Bottom of second, 3-2 still. We got the scoreboard back now. And they are still pitching Gabe, number 12. Max watches ball 1, low and outside. George is back.
finds the outside corner, so squares the count at ones.
That one looked a little low.
Shortstop moving to his left makes a great play and a strike to first to
That was
retire Max for the first out of the inning.
smoothly done by him, actually. Quade Jackson, our shortstop, will step in now. Quade's reached once so far here, and that was via the hit. He got hit yesterday in our third game.
Cueto out ahead of that. Most of our batters have done a good job adjusting, waiting on the pitch to come. Sometimes it takes a pitch, and for Quade, it took a pitch. Hopefully he makes his adjustment here.
Looked like he was right on that one.
He's on it. The pitcher took a little bit off of that. But again, his eye is on that ball. This guy is definitely hittable. With an emphasis on definitely. Unless you're Cade Weibel and square to bunt again.
Thanks, Jen.
So we've got our scoreboard back. Dead batteries replaced. So I know it's 1-2 on Quaid. Low and away. Thank goodness he didn't call that a strike. That was unhittable, and it's 2-2.
Well, he's had a good year overall. He's hitting 378 coming into Cooperstown. 0 for 3 here, though. But he's reached 1 out of 4 attempts so far.
Off the top of the bat. Shortstop takes his time. Does get it to first in time, barely, by a half step.
He was very casual about that.
He was very casual about that, and he retires Quaid for the second out. So 2 down.
That'll bring up Harrison Cox batting 10th and the last batter in the order.
Swinging on the first pitch, fouls it over the stands and right. And Dad yells, "Don't drop the barrel."
I was just going to say the same thing, but Daddy's on it.
Let's see if he takes that advice and drives the line drive. Very nice swing.
He didn't drop the barrel there.
All over it on the second pitch. So he falls back 0-2. But he's aggressive at the plate. Just misses outside. It's hard to see how far off the plate that is. From here
0-2
in
count,
left
though.
field.
That's hard to take.
It is hard to take. So a 1-2 count here.
Okay.
Watches the ball in the dirt.
That one's a little easier to take.
So our mounds are at 50
We're 50 feet.
feet here, and that was about 46-foot pitch.
Foul tip.
Gets a small piece of it, but the catcher squeezes to retire the inning.
They get a 1-2-3 inning.
Kate catch it in the air, or was it a ground ball?
Cates? It's ground ball. There's a high hop.
High hop.
But did he touch third and then throw it first?
No. He just planted a foot and threw it to third. There were 2 outs on that play.
Their pitcher has a very efficient 1-2-3 inning, only throwing 12 pitches.
So Maximilian takes the mound again. And the lineup looks exactly, exactly the same as the second inning for the Knights. So we've got Jack Kruger at first, Harrison Cox at second, Quaid Jackson, shortstop, Cade Weibel at third, Owen Norrell in left field, Ryan Pidcock in center, and Jay Turner in right field. Maximilian on the mound, thrown to George Farley behind the plate.
The Angels will go back to the top of the order with 1, 2, and 3 this inning. Brandon Schruger, Thomas Wharton, and Ethan Babcock. Leadoff batter flied out to Pitty on a lazy fly ball in the first inning. So he steps in 0 for 1.
Max starts with an outside pitch for a ball. But he's ready to fire again. He's not going to waste any time here.
Oh, snap. They're very good. They're super crunchy.
Misses just low. We've seen that been called a strike here and there, but probably an inch or 2 low. There you go. Finds the zone, swings through it.
Yeah, he was struggling with that pitch in the last at bat too. That high heater.
Slams one in. That's going to be a tough play by Quaid either way, right? Hops just before or just after home plate, and Quaid couldn't get to it on the fly. Takes a short hop, glances off his glove, and that's a base hit.
Yeah, that was a tough hop to get by the shortstop. I bring up Thomas Wharton. He struck out last time. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
So a little more aggressive lead at first. And the Knights are keeping an eye on them there. Got to imagine with the leadoff batter on base, Andre Wood will probably be warming up in the pen again. He's running on the pitch. Got a good jump. No way he was going to get caught. And there's a frisbee on the field, so we're going to call time here.
Jay Turner taking care of that.
So now a runner in scoring position. And the lefty. Fouls one off. What was that first pitch?
Quickly 0-2. It's 0-2.
So a strikeout or a pop out, something that doesn't move the runner here, would be ideal for the Knights. Strikeout.
Second strikeout of Thomas today. Now here's the kid that went deep with the base open. What will the coaches do here? Ethan Babcock, third baseman. 1 for 1. I'm sorry, he singled last time. He did not go deep. He singled.
Misses outside.
I remember right, he singled right up the middle last time. Nice hit ball.
Nice stop by George. That ball in the dirt and keeps the runner on second base.
That was a big stop by the catcher. Very nice play.
So the count is 2-0 here. Oh, that's
That's
high,
not deep
but
enough.
not deep. Nuke sets up just in front of the fence. Hopefully he runs. He's running,
out.
and he's going to be done. Great throw by Nuke.
Boom.
He's there. He's out on the slide. We've talked about this before. Jay Turner is quite a weapon there in right field. He will throw guys out at first base on a grounder. He will throw them out at third if you're
What do you
trying to
mean,
advance
go?
on the fly ball, but
The out. Who made the call on the out?
the home plate umpire made that call.
So they score none, even though they
What do you
got.
ask? Oh, I'm sorry.
So watch the field umpire. He didn't do
Home plate umpire running.
Yeah, no runs in that inning.
He
That's
actually did this.
it's 2 innings in a row that Max has set them down now. So we'll go to the bottom of the third, 3-2 Knights.
He was just
The Knights are at the top of the order up with Ryan, Cade, and Owen. And only 10 pitches by Max that inning.
George, can I use your bag here? All I'm going to do is shave my computer.
And Gabe, after the 1-2-3 inning, is back on the mound for the Angels. And Gabe has thrown 43 pitches in the first 2 innings.
I got to believe if you're a batter for the Knights here, that is great news. We saw him well. We hit him hard. Second time through the order, I expect these guys to be making a lot of contact.
And that's been a calling card for the Knights all year. Second time through the order, they typically tend to make better contact. So the sun's come back out. It's bright here now.
Make sure I don't overheat.
You need this? You need this? All right, well, they're ready to get underway here already.
Go. Back to action.
And as we've seen all week, they waste no time moving them in and out between innings. I think Gabe wants to stay away from Ryan, who's just going to hit the ball hard if he sees anything he likes.
Yeah, he reached on an error in the first inning, up the middle to the pitcher.
She gone.
Is gone.
That ball never left, I don't know, 20 feet above the ground.
Yeah, 10 feet at the best. No way. That was
Straight
just a
out,
line
probably
shot.
peaked at the center fielder's head and traveled another 20, 30 feet over the fence.
He got out in a hurry, too. So that's 7 home runs now this week for the Knights. I'll bring up Cade Weibel. He put down a sacrifice, so he's officially 0 for 0. He has 1 home run here in Cooperstown already and 6 on the season. He takes a ball outside.
Let it get there.
Oh, yes. Cade hits it hard. Shortstop with a great play, but he's going to throw it into the dirt.
Pulls him off the bag. Pulled him off the bag.
Pulls him away on the one hopper. Great play by the first baseman. Great play by the shortstop, but that's a hit for Cade Weibel. Hit it deep in the hole, and it was going to be just a fantastic play to get him out at first.
Cade's on. Nobody out. Owen Norrell. He went deep last time. Owen's got 4 home runs here in Cooperstown. And 13 on the season now.
Owen's dad, Josh, is the first base coach. He's probably got his camera out, hoping for number 5. Cade's running on the pitch. Owen pops it up. Cade is running back. He will get back as the third baseman camps under the ball and retires it for the first out of the inning.
That was a towering fly ball. He just got under that one. He was almost standing on second when the ball was hit. So he had to scamper back. Now bring up Jay Turner. He's 1 for 1 today.
And this ball could leave the yard quickly as well. Cade running on the pitch, high.
No throw.
Not only no throw, no cover.
We talked about the top of the order being key to our success, and so far 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. And we still got Turner and Wood to go. So good start, top of the order.
If I was a betting man, I'd take the odds for a home run right here. Jay is due.
So the over-under has been made.
Oh, pounds it into the turf. Center fielder has some trouble, and Tony holds Cade up at third, who is not running on the hit. He's paused. Waited to make sure that made it through, but with the ball behind him, he should have been running on that play.
Well, Turner's
Either
2
way,
for
he
2.
wasn't going to score.
That makes Turner 2 for 2, and Andre Woods at the plate. He got an RBI single in the first.
So Jay's sneaking. He's going to be running on the pitch. He is.
Oh, we're bunting.
So Tony tries to squeeze a man in. Has Andre squared a bunt down the first baseline on the pitch. He bunts it foul. Let's see if he tries that again.
That's not the strategy I was expecting. Andre's a big boy.
With the element of surprise off, I think he'll be swinging away here. He is. They don't throw down. Jay takes second base. Nobody covers, so not a stolen base. So.
Oh, Andre.
Andre way ahead of that pitch and falls behind in the count 1-2.
That ball was down and in the dirt. Like he made his mind up to swing before.
Does hit the ball hard for the second time of the game to the right field side, or right-hand side. And Andre's
2 for. He popped up to the pitcher. And that was on a 3-1 count. Gracie! Gracie! Gracie!
so the count's 1-0 with 1 out.
Where's Gracie?
Ball high. And you got to think that the Angels here are going to be thinking about their next pitcher soon. It's already given up 3 here in the bottom of the third. Throws low. Jack's ahead in the count, 3-0.
I'm not sure how many more pitches they got with this guy. He's up over 60 pitches now.
Yeah, this might be his last batter. Burr's back, throws a strike. Jack's swinging on a 3-0 count. Oh, one hopper. Tough play for the second base or shortstop. Andre was running on the play, and that allowed him to get to second before the center fielder could throw it in for a force at 2.
Yeah, that was going to be close. Luckily, he was running because that was a hard hit ball to center, and he came up firing. But base hit for Kruger. That'll bring up George Farley. He popped.
So George continues to pull the ball down the line. They've already got the shift on. Not a lot of room to find a hole over here. Hopefully George makes the adjustment.
This is where I would bunt down the first baseline with George's speed.
So 1-1 count. If George waits on this ball, drives it anywhere opposite field, there's a lot of room. With the fielders shifted towards the third base side. Another ball.
Yeah,
Low and away.
Huh?
Big poppy ship.
The big poppy shift. The little Georgie shift. So George ahead in the count, 3-1. He better be sitting on 1 pitch. If he likes it, let's swing.
He's got the whole right side of the field
Nope,
wide
high.
open.
And George walks.
And I think this pitcher, he's about done. That's 65 plus pitches.
Yep. Unfortunately for me, because I just want to see George hit the ball. He doesn't see a strike he likes in the last 4 pitches and takes his base. But as a team player, I'll take it. We've got men at first, second, and third here with 1 out. In the bottom of the third, the Knights are up 6-2. They're going to make a pitch change as expected.
So Gabe will exit as the pitcher. He'll be the pitcher of record as of now. And number 8 takes the mound. Gavin Ween.
Are you wearing a tracker? I was always so disappointed because when you're walking around HEB forever,
Gavin Ween.
your answer on the thing, it doesn't register. Or mine went like this. So I'd be like trying to.
So again, AJ
Man, if I wreck, this is so bad trying to.
came in to replace George, so he can go suit up. He'll catch in the next inning again. AJ's at first. Jack moved to second base on the walk, and Andre advanced to third on the walk. So we've got bases loaded. 1 out, 6-2 lead. Bottom of the third. New pitcher. Looks a lot like the first pitcher from a velocity perspective. So I like what I see for the Knights. It's an opportunity to break this game wide open. We need a game like this.
And I'd be like, real fast the first time. And then the second time,
First pitch, we're squaring, possibly squeezing with Maximilian at the plate. He waves at it, misses it for a strike, and Andre gets back. The third baseman was charging on the play, so no one was there to cover. No threat of being caught at third.
Yeah, very good point. Infield is not in.
They are now, at least at first. Max
Knights could-
watches the second strike, so he
Knights have a
falls
chance
down
to
0-2.
really break this open. We need to break this open right here.
Come on, Max, help your cause here. Swinging, dribbles one up the middle. This could be not hit hard enough to be two. Oh, on the overthrow, we're going to advance home. So two score on that grounder to the shortstop. And the Knights take an 8-2 lead. So Max does his job. He puts it in play with a 2-strike count, scores one runner, and then on the overthrow scores the second.
Jackson.
Xander Kovar did enter the game to run for Max, so Max will stay in at pitcher, and
Yeah.
Xander will pinch run.
And Jackson will come to the plate. He grounded out to second base last time. On a play the second baseman went way too casually.
Not a very aggressive lead from Xander, but I think they might be running him. He's running on the pitch. Low and away, no throw. Xander slides into second base. Moves into scoring position.
Jackson's the ninth batter of the inning.
Inside,
Wow,
called strike.
generous strike there.
Again, it's hard to see here from the left field stands, but the catcher must have been lined up outside. The pitch was inside. He had to reach for it, but it's a strike. Low and in the dirt.
Good stop at the catch.
Yeah. Hold Xander at 2. Oh, that's
no.
deep. I don't
That's
think
got a
it's out.
shot. Off the
Hits
wall.
And it's a long single, but it scores Xander from second base, who's running on the hit.
Quaid bids for a home run, but comes about 4 feet short.
It had the height, and it dropped just short of the fence. I shouldn't say fence, just short of the top of the fence. Glances off the center of the fence.
That'll bring our 10th batter, Harry Harrison, up to bat.
Quaid is running on the pitch. He'll be there without a throw again. Very good jump, a very deliberate approach from the pitcher, and the catcher has no chance. So the score here is 9-2 Knights in the bottom of the third. Oh, ripped down the
Fair
third
ball.
baseline. It's a fair ball. Quaid's going to score on the play. And Harrison's going to hold up at first. Another long single. But that is what Harrison needed here. So great confidence boost for number 2. And I think that's his first hit here in Cooperstown.
We've completely batted around now. Pidcock led the inning off with a home run. He's back at the plate.
Harrison was leaning.
I don't know if he ever tagged him.
No.
I thought the throw was there, but
The last thing we want to do here is take the bat out of Ryan Pitcock's hand.
Yes, sir.
Stand on the bag.
We suggest that Harrison just stand on the bag.
That'd be Charles Weibel suggesting that.
Harrison is a jokester, and he's having a laugh with Coach Josh over there at first. Sure in a great mood after that hit. Pitcher's working low, and I would too with Ryan Pitcock.
Yeah, we have spotted Chris Kruger looking for a home run ball here, out beyond the center field wall.
Yes. So some of our fans have worked their way around the outside of the fence, looking to catch a souvenir here. I would too.
There you see Chris in his tank top.
Harrison gets back, not much of a need or lead.
Still closer than you want it.
We're getting closer and closer to the just stand on the bag and let Ryan swing the bat. So it's a 2-0 count here. Hitter's count. I don't think the pitcher wants to throw to him, and I
I
wouldn't
think
either.
Harrison got the pitcher there. He was one step off the bag that time, Charles.
High and inside.
The Angels have played one more game than us, and their pitching seems to be a little erratic right now.
Maybe lethargic, but down 9-2 or 10-2. Misses high. And Ryan Pitcock will take first begrudgingly. It's nothing he wants to do more than swing the bat.
Yeah, no doubt. Cade comes up, and he is the 12th batter of the inning. He had a shot to the shortstop last time.
Misses inside again. Everyone down the line here is hoping he finds the strike zone. Cabe Weibel's ready to blast off again.
That one
Another
hits him.
inside pitch.
He wore that one.
Hits Cade right between the numbers. We heard it all the way down here at the 200-foot fence.
Dad's proud of it.
Dad is proud of it. Very unselfishly proud of it. I know he would like nothing better than seeing Cade see a strike or two that he could hit.
Even his mom's a real baseball mom. She was excited as well. Now our big gun, Owen. He's got 1 home run today, 5 here in Cooperstown. I apologize, he's got 4 in Cooperstown. Finally a strike.
Takes a strike in the outside corner, but not one he wanted to swing at. So Owen stands 5'2", weighs 101 pounds, but he hits the ball like a classic cleanup hitter.
He's got that classic lefty swing we've talked about.
He takes that pitch for a high strike called again. He's going to be protecting anything close here. He'll be swinging.
Oh. That'll be the 3rd out on the strikeout. But big inning for the Knights as they score 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 runs this inning.
2 strikes. He had 2 strikes on him. He's got to protect, so that's a tough one. They've been calling a high strike. The last thing we're going to do is watch a 3rd strike, so Owen does try to protect there. Waves at a tough pitch to hit.
So 7 runs on 6 hits that inning. 1 error. And the Knights leave the bases loaded. Oh, Max comes back out.
So I think the strategy for the Knights here, heading into bracket play tomorrow, we don't want to use as many arms, or we want to leave as many arms fresh as possible. Max is rolling. We've got a healthy lead. It's a great time to just let him keep throwing until he hits his pitch count.
There's no pitch count here.
His personal pitch count.
There you go, okay. Which so far he's thrown 53 pitches so far. I think either way, this probably would be his last inning, I would assume. If he gets in trouble, I would expect him to move. If he gets him out, I don't know that they would sit him out for a 5th inning anyhow.
So the Knights, we feel like we've given up at least 2 games in our early pool games. And the coaches are going to do just about whatever they need to do to make sure we hold on for the victory here. So again, if Max faces any kind of trouble, we will see relief to shut things down.
So this is number 6, Michael Zero, who's provided the only offense with his 2-run blast earlier in the 1st inning.
And since that 2-run blast, the Knights have scored 10 unanswered. So 2-1 count here. High fly. That's going to be catchable. Owen
He calls it.
calls it. We stop talking. We don't want to throw him out. Hey, good footwork, Owen. That's why we stop. That's why we stop. Owen camped under it.
Wave to the cameras, Owen. Nice catch.
The friendly crowd out here made sure we didn't do anything to throw him off. Let him retire the first batter of the inning.
Now big Gabe Chigwar's up. He had a walk last time up.
That was a strike. I was going to complain if he didn't call that one at the letters. So Max is 1-1. Max not that imposing on the mound. He's 5'2", 90 pounds. But all year long, he's proven to be tough to hit. So very effective on the mound.
Yeah, good numbers. Like I said, 25 innings, 3.78 ERA this year.
Misses wide. So he falls behind 3-1. There's something about this hitter he just doesn't like pitching to.
No doubt. It's the 2nd time he's walked. Well, Josh Stewart's up. He singled last time.
So Tony Fetchell's going to make a visit here. Not to pull him. Just to have a quick talk. Probably let someone get a little warmer in the bullpen. Make sure he feels all right. He's over 60 pitches now, right?
He came into the inning with 53, and he's thrown 1, 2. Yeah.
So just about 60 pitches for Max. I'm sure Tony was making sure he feels good about facing the next batter. Hard hit ball to the gap in right center. He will hold. I can't imagine he didn't. If we would have hit the second baseman on the cut, that boy is out coming back to third or second. But smartly, the third base coach sends him back to second. So there's man on first and second with 1 man out here.
These guys did this last time. Gabe walked and Josh singled in 1st and 2nd. So they've repeated that. And now Michael Falcon's up, and he flied out to center field. Short line drive last time.
That has got to be a strike. George gave him a target, didn't move his mitt. The umpire's got a very slow strike call, but gives Max the strike. Hard hit ball, past the second baseman, to the gap again. They are running to third. We're going to be late on that throw. We throw it into second base, and there's men on first and third. And that scores a run for the Angels, making the score 10-3.
They're starting to time up Max, it looks like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Tony walked out and made that change right about now. Time was called. Time was called by the home plate umpire, so that is not a steal on the play. The runner will turn to first base.
Umpire is telling the coach to back off a little bit.
The umpires here don't take
He's staring him down.
any flack.
I've been big Hank Hosmus. He popped up to the pitcher last time, so he's 0 for 1.
Virtually no lead at first, but Max throws over. So you got to think he'll be running on the pitch, and we'll let him get to second. He's not running. Delayed strike call. Max works ahead in the count. 0-1.
Weird exchange there. They're trying to run before the pitch was ever thrown. Now they're not trying to run after the pitch was thrown.
He'll be moving on this pitch. Nope.
I think the umpire has intimidated the coach.
So the runner holds put at first base. Batter fouls it back, so Max is quickly ahead 0-2. I'd like to see something off speed here, something that fools the batter. Throws to first. Keeps him honest. They've got a few pitches to play with. George sets up low and away. Ball's popped up, just out of play. To George's right down the first baseline.
They were running on that one. Sorry to interrupt. They were running on that play.
One-two pitch. High. Oh, sorry, that was an 0-2 pitch. Now it's 1-2. He doesn't chase. I like the idea. Not where George was set up, though. George, again, is low and away. He's running on the pitch. Pitch is high. George holds it. No throw in the play, and the runner takes second base. No steal. Defensive indifference. So we've got runners at second and third with one out here. The count is 2-2. Great pitch. Rings him up on the outside corner. Max hits his spot. The batter knew it. Throwing a little bit of a tantrum down there, but we'll take it. That was an out that we needed.
Now Sammy Kinchick is up, and he is 0 for 1 on the day, grounding to – I'm sorry, he's 1 for 1. He got a single and was out on a force play at second earlier.
Pitch is high. George sticks it, looking for a call above the head. Doesn't get it. 1-0 count. Another high pitch.
The Rugrats have showed back up.
What's up, Rugrats? What do you boys think about this game?
I think it's really close. It's a really close game right here. I think we're going to take this dub to go. Yeah, we're taking it to our houses. We're taking the excitement and the energy to our houses to get ready for the next game. And we will have the energy to win that game too. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Ike and Farley. Finds the strike zone on the fourth pitch. So Max is behind in the count, 3-1 now. We do have an open base at first with runners on second and third. Hit hard and deep.
That's gone.
Owen watches the ball fly over the fence for a 3-run shot. Harrison Cox, very sportsmanlike, gives a high five to the batter as he rounds second base. And the Angels make this game a little closer. Score now is 10-6 here in the top of the fourth. And we're going to see a pitching change. So Andre Wood is going to take the mound for the Knights. And we are going to take a break here and ask little Craig O'Weibel what he thinks about the game.
I think it was a good decision to switch the pitchers after that 3-run shot, home run, over the wall, just barely over the wall. And we're going to see some good pitching from Andre Wood.
Thank you, Craig. Good call. It was close. So that ball cleared the fence by maybe 2-3 feet. I think it was just this side of the scoreboard, if not between the scoreboard and the top of the fence. I'm reaching up now. Fences appear to be 8 feet high all the way around. Just plywood boards, basically. Painted green. Every field here in Cooperstown is the exact same dimension. So it's a lot of fun. No disadvantage playing on one field or the other than the wind. Ah, yes. The only difference is the one field that was used for the opening ceremonies. It's also used for the championship game. The center field fence is about 3.5 feet tall. So the clouds have rolled in a little bit, not threatening clouds, just covering the sun. That's cooled it off for us, so feels good here in the box.
So Max throws 3 2/3 innings, 76 pitches, gives up 6 runs, strikes out 3 on 7 hits.
We're going to take a word from Little Like.
Yeah, we knew a pitch change was coming.
After
Tony was rolling the dice and hoping that Max could finish out this inning. There were 2 outs.
So
Unfortunately, we waited one batter too long.
So Andre Wood's now on the mound. He pitched in our first game and only threw 3 pitches before he took one off the leg and had to come out.
So a 2-1 count here. Andre threw a curveball on the third pitch. We haven't seen a lot of batters who were effective in handling the curveball, so Andre goes back to it in the fourth and throws it into the dirt.
This is their EH, Gavin Ween, who reached on a fielder's choice last time. Hit it to shortstop. Officially, he's 0 for 1 today.
So we've got a 3-1 count. Andre rears back and fires outside and walks the first batter he faces.
I'm going to bring up Alex Burton, number 11, the EH. He grounded a third base last time where Cade made an outstanding play. Fired across the diamond and get him. So he's 0 for 1.
Swings through the first pitch. Andre with a lot more velocity than Max, so these guys might have trouble catching up if Andre can throw strikes, at least the first time through the order. Swings through the second pitch again. They're going to have trouble catching up with him. I do want to see Andre come set. That was a quick pitch with runner on first. Don't need any balks here. There you go. Throws a hook. Strikes out the third runner. There's a man on first, so he's not able to run on the ball in the dirt. And there's 3 outs.
But they get 4 runs and tighten it up, 10-6.
And now a word from our little baby sponsors.
Yeah, I'm a little baby, I'm sure. And
dance.
Okay, so Craig is going to show you how to do Orange Justice. Craig, what do you feel about this?
And buy OxyClean.
All right, let's see it, boys.
And they dropped the
We
mic.
need OxyClean.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I can do it.
Like, you gotta move back. We can't get you in the view.
Yeah,
Too small. All the way back. All the way back. All the way back. Right there.
So that'll be the unofficial sponsor of this inning, OxyClean. It's an important thing in baseball.
Thank you very much. Craig, what do you have to say?
That was some good dance moves. And back to George Farley and Knights. Knights!
So Aiken Farley, little brother of George Farley, who's catching for us today. Craig Weibel, little brother of Cade Weibel, who's played second and third for us today. They play 9U baseball together. They're taking notes for when they come here 3 years from now.
Yeah.
Jackson's here for a little on-screen action.
On the camera.
Jackson is Cueto's brother, also 9 years old.
Gavin is still on the mound as we start this inning, and leading off for the Knights, Jay Turner.
So let's
He's-
get a few runs back. I sort of like that we get to bat again.
Who was that?
I want to see the bat stay hot. Jay hits a hard ball that hops over the third baseman's glove. Thought he was going to make a play on it, moving to his left, but the ball did hop.
That's
This
still an
was-
E5.
Oh, that's absolutely an error.
But Jay was 2 for 2, so that's still 2 for 3 with Andre at the plate now, who's 2 for 2 and 3 RBIs.
Jay's running on the pitch. Doesn't matter. Andre takes one to the leg, hopefully not the same leg. And he advances to first. Jay runs to second.
And Jack Kruger will come to the plate. Jack singled in the gap last time.
So they will replace Andre, who's now in for pitcher, with AJ
Giartano.
Giartano. Thank you. I will get that name right once this week. Probably tomorrow.
When Jack comes up, he's 1 for 2 today. Gracie's here to say something about her big little brother.
So I know Jack very well, and he's just one of the sweetest guys I've ever met. On the plane ride here, he held my hand throughout the ride to keep me calm. And even here in Cooperstown, he's been holding my hand, and we've been hugging constantly. He's just so sweet, and he's got a heart of gold. And honestly, I'm so proud of him for everything that he's done.
Well, that was a nice compliment for Jack. Thank you, Gracie. Big sister. Proud of her little bro.
So Jack's up in the count. It's 2-0. He's going to be looking for something to hit here. His last at bat, he scorched a ball. Watches the ball go wide. 3-0.
This is the third time up. He's gone 3-0 all 3 times.
Really? There you go. Last time, I remember, he was swinging on the 4th pitch with a 3-0 count. He'll probably be aggressive again. Nope. Not even close. And they walk the bases loaded.
So we haven't had a hit this inning, and we've got the bases loaded. 2 walks. No, I'm sorry, an error, a walk, and a hit batter. And that'll bring up George Farley.
No, I think we have a change in the lineup here.
Oh, we're going to pitch hit Dylan Uribe.
shout out to Laura Nichols, who's watching this, and Cade's aunt.
Lauren Nichols, thanks for joining us today. Laura, I've been corrected.
Laura.
Inside corner on Dylan. So we've got no outs, bases loaded.
The corners are playing in and they're playing back for a double play ball, but
inside, jams him, fouls it over the fence, and Dylan's behind, 0-2. So the Knights are looking for some runs here. They're up 10-6, but they gave up
four
in the last inning. So all the insurance is pretty much gone. We're looking to get some of that back.
Will that hurt this?
Dinks one. Soft line drive, semi-line drive to the shortstop. It's the first out of the inning.
And I'll bring up Max Millen. Max is 0 for 2. He did reach on a fielder's choice the last at bat. He's grounded to the shortstop both times.
You know, it's funny. Great bunt by Max. We're going to score one run. Throws it by the first baseman. Everyone's moving. AJ scores. Jack's questionable. I think he could have scored on the play if he kept running. And Max advances to second on the throw to home. You know, it's funny. I was about to say, well, they brought in Dylan to pinch hit for George. I was going to ask if smart play for George to be bunting with the bases loaded. He's quick. He's a good bunter. They pass on that. They bunt Max, and it proved to be effective.
Now Quade Jackson, and he barely missed a home run his last at bat. So he hit it off the middle of the wall.
Another bunt. We're going to score a run here. They throw home. Late. Jack was running on the play. Quade lays down a very nice bunt halfway to the pitcher. Didn't have much of a play either place. It was no man's land. He tries to throw home, and he's late. So, with one out, the bunt proves to be effective again. We've got runners on first and third, and the Knights have taken a 13-6 lead.
And Harrison Cox is up, and he had a line drive base hit last time down the line. So Fetch is playing small ball here.
I like small ball in the back half of the lineup, not the front half of our lineup. The front. Speaking of the front half, after Harrison. So Harrison offers, pulls back, moves Cueto to second base. We've got two runners in scoring position. I wouldn't be surprised if Harrison squares and bunts down the first baseline again. Let's push another runner through. Nope, he's swinging. Does his job, hits it past the pitcher. No play but first, and he scores a run. Moves Quade to third, so the Knights are taking a 14-6 lead. Great piece of hitting by Harrison Cox.
Did his job, and now he allows the top of the lineup to turn over, and that'll bring up Pitcock, who's 1 for 2 today. Scored 2 runs, reached base all 3 times.
Not bunting, hammers one to the right field fence. That scores another run. And Ryan stops at first with a long single as the outfielders play it off the hop, off the fence.
And that'll bring up Cade Weibel. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Daddy Weibel over here didn't like the practice swing. Wants Cade to swing harder. looking for ding dong number 2. We're running on the pitch. Cade with a hard hit. This is going to score the run. Ryan is running home. They're not going to relay the ball. It's too late. Ryan slides in safely, very easily on the relay.
That was a great hit and run executed perfectly.
Absolutely, great hit and run. So running on the play, moved the second baseman towards second base. Cade hit right behind him. There's really nothing he could do with it. The ball went to the fence. Ryan advanced all the way home. So the Knights take a 15-6 lead.
And that'll bring up Josh. I'm sorry, not Josh, but his son, Owen Norrell. Owen is 1 for 3 today with a 2-run home run.
You got to imagine Cade's going to be running on this pitch too. He is. Owen swings, fouls one off over the dugout down the third base line.
For the second straight inning, the Knights have batted around. Owen represents the 10th batter of the inning.
We need a run.
Actually need 3.
Charles just pointed out we're getting close to a run rule here. So we're up 9. 3 more runs ends this game. Cade is moving on the pitch. Ball in the dirt, no throw. So he takes second.
Hey, Sid Owen, let's go!
So Cade's on second, takes a short lead. 1-1 count. Takes something off of it and misses low and away. So 2-1 count. And you know what Owen's looking for. Sitting on dead red. If he throws it, he'll be swinging for the fence. Takes something off of it. Owen waits, but waits a little too long. Swings late and fouls it off. So 2-2 count. That could be gone, and it is. No doubt about it. Owen Norrell with his second of the game scores 2 more, making the score 17-6.
That's his 5th home run in Cooperstown and 14th on the season. He likes to hit them in bunches, I guess.
We mentioned not a big kid. Owen's 5'2", 101 pounds, but fantastic swing makes up for it where he doesn't have in size. For some reason, there's 18 runs posted on the board. 2 scored on that. The score was 15. Well, I'm saying the score was 15-6. That was a 2-run shot, so it should be 17-6.
Yeah, I think it is 17.
That is 18.
It is?
That is 18.
All right. Score. Adjust the scoreboard. That is the 18th run. Score is 18-6. And the Knights did what they came to do. Chalk up another win and move to 2-3. They did held them to 6 runs, so that'll lower their runs against, which will help in the standings.
Yep, that was big to get out of that, only holding the 6 as well. So
Stay hot. This is going to be a tough team to beat. So we'll be back here in about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, 7 o'clock.
Play the Canadians.
Yes, we play the Canadians, the Guelph Royals, who are 0-4, 3-3, and probably move us to top 50 in the bracket. And save us a game tomorrow in bracket play. 2 games in bracket play.
Winning pitcher will be Max. He pitched outstanding. I think he just got tired. Andre came in and closed it out.
All around, just a good day. So, team victory,
Let's go pat everybody on the
18-6.
back here.
Thanks for joining us at the end of 4. We'll be back at about 7 o'clock with game 2.
Hey, you have the stats on Game Changer up? Or no? No. All right, I'll pull them up.